Keep your eyes on the road ahead. Don't be drawn into the light or the shadows in your head. Keep your eyes on the road ahead and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back, 'cause
Let me tell you guys about Resident Evil 4 Remake.
I got a feeling in my bones that everything's gonna be fine. Yeah. Don't ever look back. Don't ever look back.
Resident Evil 4 Remake was released in 2023 by Capcom for PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox Series S and X and PC. The gaming community and critics all agreed that the remake did justice to the original game while also introducing new modernized mechanics that elevated the experience even further. For me though, the remake was my first time experiencing the game, as I never played the original as a kid. In a way, I'm glad I didn't, because getting to experience this level of quality in a AAA game nowadays feels like catching a unicorn. So naturally, this video is going to be from a first-time player's perspective, as I can't compare my experience to the original. And with that said, let's start with... Before we dip our toes into the story, I recommend playing Resident Evil 2 first, as Resident Evil 4 takes place 6 years after the events of Resident Evil 2. Anyway, we return as Leon S. Kennedy, a former Raccoon City police officer turned agent for the United States government. Sent on direct orders from the president, Leon is tasked with rescuing the president's kidnapped daughter from an unknown rural village in Spain. While being escorted by 2 local officers, Leon is attacked by villagers who seem to be possessed by something or someone. Leon manages to escape, but while on the run from the crazed locals, he is eventually captured and chained up alongside a new character named Louis Serra. Louis, also on the run, seems to know about Ashley but refuses to reveal his role in all of this. To keep this video spoiler free, I'll leave it at that, but rest assured, this isn't the last time we'll cross paths with Louise. The story, as a whole, is pretty straightforward, but filled with twists, and of course some truly crazy, outlandish characters that keeps you invested and eager to uncover more. Most of the lore is presented through beautifully crafted cutscenes, but if you want deeper insights, there are tons of letters, notes, and other text-based findings scattered throughout the game that paints a bigger and more detailed picture of what is going on. In short, the graphics are gorgeous. Everything from textures, lightning to particle and smoke effects is a feast for the eyes. The game runs amazingly well. I played on a PlayStation 5 with performance mode on, and it was a buttery smooth experience. The RE engine is an outstanding piece of technology that handles the visuals perfectly. Whether it's large or small areas, dark or bright environments, the game truly shines at all times. The animations are fantastic and blend seamlessly between actions. Transitioning from running to shooting, turning, fighting, vaulting, looting and more all looks incredibly fluid. The enemy design is also outstanding, featuring everything from deranged villagers to grotesque monsters, all brought to life with excellent arcade-like animations. Absolutely no complaints here. The audio is phenomenal. Everything from gunshots to kicking a barrel, finishing an enemy with your knife, footsteps, equipping a gun, creepy ambient sounds, monsters lurking in the shadows, it all sounds incredible. The music is equally impressive, perfectly matching the mood. It's gentle and soothing when everything is calm, but grand, pompous and explosive with an opera-like orchestral punch during boss fights and intense moments. The voice acting is also on point. I'm not talking about Oscar-winning performances here, but it has that classical Resident Evil charm we all love. It's a little bit straight to DVD in the best way, with a touch of over-the-top flair reminiscent of older cartoons. It's entertaining and works perfectly. The many interactions between Leon and his companions are surprisingly deep, with plenty of unique lines for different situations. This really helps make the game feel more alive and immersive. This is a third-person shooter horror game. While some argue it's also a survival game, I personally don't agree. Due to the game's design, allowing you to craft ammunition on the fly as long as you have resources, and the abundance of different weapons and ammunition types, I only encountered a handful of situations when I was running low on ammo and had to scramble to survive. However, this isn't a bad thing at all. In fact, it fits the game perfectly and ties together beautifully with how the gameplay mechanics are constructed. Other than that, the gameplay is pretty straightforward. The map design is mostly linear, even though you can backtrack most of the time to find new loot or open up areas you couldn't access before. You press onward like a mouse in a maze, solving riddles and puzzles while shooting enemies and monsters in the head. You can equip as many weapons as you can fit in your inventory, and there are even options to upgrade your inventory to make more room. If you have a knife, you can perform stealth takedowns or use it to escape when grabbed, saving yourself from being killed. There's also a merchant who appears frequently throughout the game, and when I say frequently, I mean very frequently. Don't worry about missing out or saving money for the next encounter, as there's a good chance he'll show up again very soon. You can buy, sell or upgrade weapons and gear with him, making him a key part of the gameplay loop. He even offers small tasks that, when completed, rewards you with special gemstones, which can be traded for unique items. In short, this is a phenomenal game if you're a fan of Resident Evil or more action-oriented games. It's a beautifully designed experience with incredible satisfying action and gameplay, complemented by puzzles that are fun and simple and not overly complicated. These elements, combined with a story full of twists, keeps you engaged and guessing as you progress, making the journey both fun and rewarding. The game is an absolute delight and I highly recommend picking it up. It is absolutely worth your time. Resident Evil 4 Remake is available on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox Series S and X and PC. I hope you'll have a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay beautiful.
Keep your